Hey guys, how's it going? And today we're gonna do the last legendary quest battle for Tyrion, and I actually really had fun doing this. This was a really intense battle. You see later on why. I just recorded it, and yeah, let's get straight into it. It starts really fast. So I'll explain what we have. We have a Moon Dragon, a Star Dragon, and a Sun Dragon, Frost Flame, and Frostheart Phoenix, Flame Spark Phoenix. We have a Noble on a Great Eagle, and we have Tyrion and a High Mage. So the High Mage will just keep healing Tyrion, and my idea was keep my army here, keep it intact, because I knew this was going to be a staggered battle, and I planned the battle. It was my first time playing it, first time seeing it play fully, because the other times I just basically saw snippets here and there from our other YouTube videos or through the campaigns. But this is fun. I attacked the first army with Tyrion. Now Tyrion in this one is buffed off. This is meant to be the end of the campaign battle for the High Elves in regards to the Eye of the Vortex campaign. As you can see here, the High Mage just did an incredibly good spell and just doing damage. Tyrion is casting his, I think, Sunfang on the enemy, and the dragons are just coming in to take care of the artillery. This is good to use single entity targets with some blob like this, which are very easily killed by strong attacks. It's because you can heal these guys, and I had Apoptosis, I think, that does really good healing. And as well in this campaign battle, there is a special spell which I believe gives you oh, this was such a good shot. Let me look at that. Look at the bodies of Burnt Skaven. The guy started shattering his armor pretty quick. They destroyed his plague claw catapults. I was just trying to rout this army off as fast as possible because I knew other armies were going to be coming, and you have to beat them as fast as you can. There were some routing units and some units that ended up breaking off from the battle and come towards me. But there is the Horned Rat, the great, big, unclean one. The one that we all technically worship because we worship the gods of cheese. He's a rat, he loves cheese. But anyway, at the start, all you need to do is just grab your dragons, Tyrion and the High Mage, and just, demolish him. Keep the dragons together because they can get ganked up on, and make sure that there's never too many troops around them. Tyrion, focus on the Gracier and just, lay it into him. Just keep Tyrion fighting. Tyrion can take a beating or two or a couple of hundred, and he does significant damage. Once you kill the Gracier, all of this is trash, and I believe I end up using my Dragon Princes to deal damage. Now, Dragon Princes, I think they're the other cavalry in the game apart from Blood Knights, which can fight against Bretonnia on an equal footing. These guys are super heavily armored, lance infantry. They're good at taking pretty much anything in the game. But, and again, they're not very valuable against masses of units because Blob can keep them in place. So that's their counter. So use them to pick off units which are like this, heavily damaged, that got out of formation. I do have the Noble and the High Mage. I think I tried to cast one of the High Mage spells, which I thought might do really good, but it didn't. It's good to note that in this fight, you get a lot of extra ammunition on your artillery and archers, and you get spells after the first fight, which help you tremendously and make it so much easier if you just stagger the fight. It's always about controlling the flow of the battle. That's how we always say. In all Total War games, in all strategy games really, control the flow and you win. So pretty much the first army's given us no problems. And at any moment now they should be breaking. I turn all the dragons on one lonely poor dude, and he doesn't do well. I mean, they deployed 4,000 units till now, and most of them are dead. So we'll see how that goes. We only have 900. He's trying to charge forward, but repositioning my troops, and it's scaring him a bit. Now, this was a bit stupid of me. Never engage Storm Vermin with halberds. Any halberd unit when, with a large unit. Use archers, whittle them down. But I wasn't thinking clearly at the time. Their Gracia should be dying any moment now. Yeah, he's shattered and his units will shatter very soon. Especially after these guys, the Flame Spire, Phoenix, and the Dragon Knights, the Dragon Princes, sorry, just smashing in, removing their morale. These are they're routing, and soon they'll be shattering when the next phase of the battle starts. So we dealt with the initial army, and now we're going to start preparing for the secondary army. I kept trying to stay as safe as possible. I knew if I took the high ground, I'd have a better chance against the remainder armies, which I knew would come somewhere from down here. I knew the first one comes here, but I thought the others come from this side, so I was hoping to move up here. So, what do we have here? It's so much nicer to be able to have freedom of movement on the campaign map. We have, and more Dark Elves. Of course, Malekith never learns. We're fighting Bleed Swords, we're fighting Dread Spears, and we're fighting Dark Shards. It's not a very good army to fight against, but at this point, I can start healing my troops. So I fall back, I reorganize myself, and I heal Tyrion, I believe, and then start marching forward. Where are they? My Dragon Princes didn't suffer casualties, they took a little bit of damage. My nobles took significant amount of damage considering how little he fought. Storm Vermin with Halberds. You, sir, need to calm down. You're going to die. Anyway, so I take all my troops, I stack them up, and you get this healing spell and a damaging spell. In fact, I cast the damaging spell here, we'll see it again later on. But over here, I just cast the healing spell. It's fantastic. It's just a super small area. Just that, but look at that. They're all back to full health. Reorganize my troops very well. I think they have like 40-second cooldown. So we should be seeing another cast anytime now. And I'm thinking, what can I use to fight this? I don't want to use my dragons. I'm keeping them in reserve. I'm like, I know what I'll use. I bring Tyrion and the High Mage, who's called Lichu Miotta. Alright, I'll stick with Tyrion and the Mage, the High Mage. Okay, and I think I cast another spell here. I am not entirely sure. So I'll see what I do. Do I? No. I mean, it's just reorganizing and charging forward. Yeah, there it is. We caught it. I did cast one. It's a very good spell. It's very localized, but as you can see, the Dark Shards have been pretty much killed, and so did the Dread Spears. And just leaving a pile of corpses there, a pile of corpses here, just doing damage. I charge forward, and I'm going to try and use my another of that Flame Phoenix and just try and cut them across. There you go. I tried to time it right, but it's very difficult with this spell. It has a long preparation time, and it often misses, as it is doing right now. I mean, I did catch a few. I did damage the Dark Shards. I did the spell again. Just rip them to shreds. But the real damage is this. We have our good old friend Malekith. He's back. This time we've got a Spare Dragon. He has a War Hydra. These beasts are fun. I mean, look at that guy. Look at that guy. Look, he has 5 heads. And he has a Dark Sorceress. The army composition is Blackguards of Nagaron. He has some Hargonnet Executioners, Shades with Grey Swords. I mean, it's a very high AP damage army, and it's very good against pretty much everything I have, including Tyrion, who unfortunately will start suffering. I start targeting the Blackguards of Nagaron because I know they're going to be the biggest issue. The Hargonnet Executioners, I mean, look how cool they are. Just take a second to appreciate that they're all going to die very soon. And Malekith is very good position. Yeah, he has very good spells, he has very good everything. These Shades are also very good at dealing with what I have, so I need to kill them before they engage. Yeah, if I can say a word, it's very good for his army, and it's a pity that the AI doesn't know how to use it, because it could have done so much more damage. But yeah, just reducing the health of his army fast as I can to trigger his spell. I forgot what it's called. I think it's Malevolent Bloodlust or something. And once you trigger that, you're able to do a significant amount of damage. Till now, we're halfway through their forces, which is a good thing. We've killed half of their army, but we're still to face 2 decent-sized armies. Everyone is just piling on Tyrion and trying to kill Tyrion. who is exhausted at this point, but... And what is happening? What spell did he cast? Soul Stealer. He's just... Malekith is just dealing damage. I tried to capture Malekith in a Vortex, in a Tempest, but it didn't manage. And both my High Mage and Tyrion is just getting destroyed. I tried to heal Tyrion, but over here he starts breaking and he's terrified. And I tried to save him, because I noticed that his healing limit is very soon. Don't get me wrong, he's done a very good job. He has killed 186, but this guy is 300. And look at that, another very badly casted Flame Spire Phoenix. Let's call it a Phoenix. Anyway, let's close that off. And I'm running away with Tyrion. I'm trying to get the Black Dragon out. He was still fairly piled up, so I just, you know, damage him before he can damage me. And at this point, I start shooting at him. I have moved my artillery up. My army is staggered. I'm just piling in the damage as fast as I can. His, wait, let's figure out what this is called. Come on, I just want to select you. It's not letting me. It doesn't matter. Basically, his spell is gonna end soon, his effect. I'm gonna try and get the Black Dragon. But it's doing so much damage, it's so stupid. Tyrion isn't even fighting it. This was a very big mistake from my end. And I feel I could have played it even more flawlessly if I managed to keep him running away rather than engage in that fight, which cost him ridiculous amounts of health. The Black Dragon should be within range soon. Yes, he is. Any moment now, archers. You only get 2 Lothar Sea Guards. Like, if I had like 8 Sisters of Avalorn, I would have been so much happier. But, you know, you cannot have everything in life. Lothar Sea Guard do decent damage. They're not bad units. Just Sisters of Avalorn are so much better. Yeah, his army at this point is just gone. There's not much left. The center is shattered. He still has some knights, and I could deal with them, but otherwise it's all good. His dragon decided to start attacking my High Mage, and I'm just trying my best to get this, you know, all of this out of position and not get damage on my troops. I engage the Black Dragon with my dragons and my phoenixes, and they start terror routing him really fast. This was a mistake from my end. I didn't notice the cold ones coming from the side. I was way too focused trying to save Tyrion, and they get a really good charge into my Eagle Bolt Throwers. I noticed here, and I panically tried to move them out of the way, but it's too late at this point. So they keep firing his army. I kill his first dragon, I believe. Yes, I do. And then I start targeting Malekith, who is trying to kill Tyrion at all costs. They hate each other. They're not very good brothers. I think this is the most losses I get in this fight. And I don't know why I didn't engage sooner, but I could have engaged with Dragon Princess and dealt with that unit of Cold One Dread Knights. At the same time, Malekith is getting hit by everyone and everything, and he's trying to get out. Oh wow, I never thought I'd see that. That action was cool as hell. Wow, 2 dragons fighting each other, that is fantastic, guys. Really glad I got to see that with you. My Lore Masters of Poet, Sword Masters of Poet, not Lore Masters, are getting torn apart by these great swords, shades. This is a really good unit. It has really good penetration. They have Vanguard deployment, and also they have armor piercing, so it's great. And then they can fight in close combat. Keep firing these, I keep missing, but it's, I think, the closest thing I have to a, what you call it, a Vortex spell, which I didn't have. If I had Chain Lightning, this would have been easier, far easier. Unfortunately, my my Eagle Bolt Throwers are pretty much dead. I tried to save what I can, but the Cold One Dread Knights did a number of my troops. Malekith's army is breaking. I'm doing my best to damage it as best as I can. The Hargonnet Executioners are gone. He only has the Shades left. Yeah, pretty much the Shades are left, and Malekith. Tyrion, I believe, is just resting over here. Tyrion, he did not do well. With 182 kills though, he did well for himself. These guys have been shooting at high value targets. Believe his Hydra ran away. Yes, his Hydra's routing. His army is pretty much routing at this point. It starts recovering, but Malekith's army is going down. And he has a lot of HP. Tyrion did not have that much. Where's Tyrion? Where the hell is Tyrion? He's back here. Yeah, I mean, as you can see, Tyrion has like 4,000 and this guy was like 12,000 HP. But you do what you can with what you were given. I move my Phoenix Guard forward and I start rebuilding a line of sorts, trying to, after I break him, reform my ranks, heal what I have, and move forward from there. My Phoenix Guard took a bit of a beating, but it's nothing major. I mean, all my losses right now have been minimal, and I mean, this entire plane is littered with corpses of my enemies. I mean, here, over on this side, you know, everywhere is corpses of the enemies. Darkshards are still running away. Malekith is just, like, look at him. He has 600 weapon attack. He knows what he's doing. I mean, my dragons are just getting ripped to shreds. But, I mean, the Dark Prince of the Dark Elves, the eventual High King of the... I mean, look at that. That is just beautiful. I never saw that animation in battle. So, finally, Dark Elves are shattered. And who do we deal with? Hello, Skinkies. Hello, Lizard Boys. I love Lizard Boys, but today I was like, nope, I cannot deal with them. But to deal with them I think I just losing my orientation here. I managed to get back my Eagle Bolt throwers. I had just enough units to capture most of them. I organized my dragons, I start forming a line, trying to see the best way to deal with this. And I realized I had left this open, so I needed to figure out a way to sort it out. That said, where's Tyrion? Tyrion is back here. I still have a lot of Winds of Magic. I'm just trying to recover them as much as possible. And I believe this guy, yeah, I mean, he's done well. He's still quite healthy, and he has... Wait, so if he's not letting me. But basically, his spells are still there, and I could do a lot of damage. I'm not entirely sure why I wasted there over there. I think it was a misclick. Just keep in mind, when you're playing on legendary difficulty, you have a limit on how forward you can go. The camera is controlled differently. Yeah. I hope this is helping you guys out. No, there's a lot in battle, like, you know, it's nothing too complicated. You play it once or twice, you get the hang of it. I was very happy with this because this was my first try, and I was doing decently well. Just, you know, make sure your Winds of Magic is always recharging. Make sure that your army is staggered and well spread. Make sure you don't get mistakes like I did here. And make sure Tyrion does not engage Malekith on one-to-one combat, because Tyrion does not do well against Malekith in one-to-one combat. I mean, look at the damage Malekith did. Dude, I'm trying to talk, my friend. I'm trying to chat, okay? Have a nice chat. Just let me have my chat. Like, he ripped my elite army to shreds, basically. At this point, I noticed this is mostly skin cohort. You know what? I wasn't sure what I did there. I really wasn't sure what I did there. Anyway, yeah, I was getting tired at this point. It's been 20 minutes and it was a very intense fight. There's no excuses. It's stupid misclicks. And Linksy, fix your damn bolt throwers, please. I'm not sure what's happening, because I don't remember making this many misclicks. Ah, okay, I think I tried to heal. I realized now. I tried to heal, but again, just doing the wrong spells. And just, you know, I did this at like 2 AM, I think. And I already spent like a couple of hours streaming and a few good hours playing Rome 2 multiplayer, so my brain was a little bit messed up. And even sorry about the shortcuts. They're different for Warhammer and Rome, so I keep mixing them up. But anyway, let's get back to it. These king cohorts, they're not doing very well, and the noble can deal with these king priest very well on his own. I'm saying very well too often. The army over here is nothing really to contend with. He has Feral Bastiladon, he has Lord Mazdamundi on his Stegodon. I mean, look at the bling on this guy. Look at the bling. Wait, wait, wait. Let's get a screenshot. Lovely. Anyway, that's a good screenshot. That's worth it. That's good. And I'll probably upload that later as well. Maybe even use it for Mazdamundi's own legendary battles. That guy's getting closer. I don't like it. But yeah, I mean, at this point, there's not much that they have. I'm trying to do the damage that I need to just break them and shatter the army and let them run off the battlefield before I face the final army, which I remember right is Skaven. This King Skirmishers have depleted the Noble's health really badly, but at the same time, the Noble himself is dealing with this very well considering the damage he's been taken. I come around with my Dragon Princess and I start moving these guys forward, healing them a bit, repositioning my troops. These guys are fighting. These are tier 0 units. They're fighting Sword Masters of Poet. I mean, even though they have cold-blooded, they're not doing well. They will not do well. Mazdamundi costs his protection of the old ones, but it's not gonna do much. My poor noble is just running off the battlefield. He's been trashed by all the missiles infantry. This guy keeps talking over me, man. He's so rude. So, Temple Guard are a pain in the ass, Saurus are a pain in the ass, but all in all, his army is nothing that I should worry too much about. My Dragon Princess charging in the rear and doing damage. We're pretty much down to the last couple of armies and we're doing very well. We've only lost 170 something troops, so I'm quite happy. This banishment does a number on my Dragon Princess, but also deals a very decent number on his own units, so I'm quite happy. And the Tremors also, you know, he's losing a lot of spells on that, and I'm happy because he's not using them on my main line of infantry. I believe my dragons here are about to die. I'm panicking at this point, actually, in game. I was like, no, no, don't die, run away. So I heal you for later. I didn't want to lose any of them for reasons. But, yeah, I mean, considering everything, oh my god, this fireball, I remember it gave me so much anxiety. But they came back, I started rallying them, I started recovering my troops. You know, fighting 3 armies in a row with 1 army with minimal recovery, it's difficult. And these guys have regeneration limits. So they're doing the best they can, but Mazdamundi finally breaks, and I was very lucky I did not lose anything there. Because Mazdamundi still had 2 Bastiladons, a Revivification Crystal, and he himself was pretty much full health. But somehow he broke. His King Skirmishers are still being a pain in my arse. Yes, we use the word arse. Otherwise, it's all good. I'm not sure exactly why, but I wanted to kill the Bastiladon really bad. Over here, oh my lord. So, Death Runners, Clanners with Spears, Warp Fire Throwers, Plague Monk Sensor Bears, Storm Vermin with Halberds, Rat Ogres, Poison Wind Globadiers, and the Doom Wheel. Like, oh yes, of course, the big bad boy. The Hell Pit Abomination. I mean, look at that thing. Who comes up with that idea? That guy, that's who. Anyway, cringe-worthy jokes. I realized this was stupid, so I just retreat. I'm not sure what this Drago here is doing. I needed to heal these as much as possible, and I wasn't doing that, which was very stupid of me. I tried to reform my lines, my ranks. Thankfully, not really out of ammunition yet. My Dragon Princes, I believe, are just gone at this point, but they did hold a massive force over here, and they got banishment spells and tremors. So they did do their part. Over here, I'm just trying to whittle down his units, take out as much as possible. These Warp Fire Throwers, if they get close, they will do damage to you. And you know, just trying to do damage, trying to burn him down and hurt him as best as I can. I was very happy his Help with Abomination came forward early. Now, Help with Abominations, for those who don't know, have amazing weapon strength. As you can see, they do not have armor. I mean, these guys have 80 armor, 140 armor. They're armor, chunky boys. The Sword Masters of Howitt and the Phoenix Guard, they have more armor than that thing. So this will suffer tremendously. These guys are still running around. I'm not sure exactly what they're doing, but hey, you do what you can. He's charging my Dragon Princes. Funnily enough, they would do an amazing job against him if I managed to kill them in time. But yeah, all I have left is just really damaged units, and his army is slowly making it up to me. So I'm just gonna fast forward and see what we can manage to get sorted. My archers up there on the ledge are doing a fantastic job. I'm just misclicking my healing spells, mixing them up time and time again. My noble route of the battlefield. I believe I kill his Help with Abomination here, but otherwise, yeah, it gets melted really fast, which is good. But he comes in with Death Runners, and these guys are not doing so good. They are pretty badly damaged, and you know, they've killed their fair share, but I'm not sure why I wasn't healing them. Anyway, Tyrion decides to run forward. In my head, I'm like, oh, they're just crap. They're storm vermin. That was not a good move from my end, but you know, slow them down, get my artillery and archers a chance to work. I'm not sure why I moved these guys over to this side. I believe they were following the screen cohorts, which eventually broke. But yeah. Where are my ballistas? Oh, my ballistas all died. Yeah. This is down to the last. They have another 1,200 enemies, and trying my best to survive it, considering the madness that's about to ensue. Strangely enough, this fight, I feel, Tyrion dies and everyone is about to die. This guy is coming closer, and I'm barely holding on to my panties. Yeah, I mean, this fight is just messy. I'm just trying the best as possible. If I didn't do those mistakes before, and if you don't do them, you'll be able to achieve victory in this very easily. But as you see, I made quite a few mistakes. Now, what I'm trying to do now is just target his high value units, get the balance of power in my favor, and deal with it. I mean, the Doom Wheel is coming here. The Red Ogres are fighting. Okay, let's slow it down again. The Red Ogres are fighting Phoenix Guard, and you can see how fast they are dying. They're getting slaughtered. The Phoenix Guard are getting, you know, pummeled, but it's not that bad. The Storm Vermin with halberds are breaking, and his army eventually shatters. I'm not exactly sure how that happened. I believe I killed his lord. Did I? Did I kill his lord? Yeah, it seems his lord died. I think that's what happened. Considering that we have been fighting so long and there were 5,000 units in the battlefield, we ended up winning. This is fantastic. And we got a heroic victory, guys. Okay, let's see the damage we managed to deal. Just keep in mind, this is a battle of survival. Just hold back as much as possible. We did lose a lot, I mean, but look at the damage we dealt. This guy dealt significant amount. Tyrion did his fair share. Phoenix Guard, the Sword Masters of Howitt, this guy did fantastic. Dragon Princes, you know, everyone did their fair share and killed as much as possible. But to win this, the trick is use those spells correctly. Maximize the value of your spells. Blob the enemy up. Cast the explosion, arcane explosion. Cast the regrowth. Make sure that your units are always fighting the correct combination. So if you have something like Malekith, surround him with 2 Phoenix Guard. Do not do what I did. Did not work well. Do not put the Moon Dragon, the Dragons, and the Phoenixes. Charge him with Dragon Princes. That will do damage. Focus fire with the Sea Elves. Debuff him with the High Mage. And do as much damage as you can that way. The Noble, I'm afraid I lost a lot of his health to them. this king cohorts and this king skirmishers. They do a lot of damage to him. So unfortunately, I ended up losing him. But as you can see, the secondary Gracier clan, I barely killed any of it, but they chattered. It's important you do as much damage as you can on the Dark Elves and on the first Gracier's clan. Anyway, and that's 30 minutes. Thank you for watching. It's always, actually really fun. This battle for me was really good fun. If you want more of this content, please tell me down below. And yeah, ta-ta. Take care, guys.